Thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home. We're out of here.
on destroying. lighter in there. Hey, Phil? Phil, what do you think about the light?
I mean, the head might be good, I don't know.
Hands, anyone? They didn't touch that, did they? Uh-oh. They couldn't get to it. Stop!
Stop, or I'll say stop again.
Hold that up! Leave it alone! The quietest in the country. We're in the ring, motherfucker! We're in the ring!
Well, we got in the ring. This is the result.
We have a serious problem!
Seems to be a minor technical problem, however,
The left side of the PA is a little bit quiet today.
we'll be back after these words from our sponsor. Wow.
Let's step off first. Take the left.
S-E-A-V-E-R.
Wait, the picture.
Okay.
We went to the bench.
I'll call your office and let them know.
New logo.
Nobody knows. I don't know where CVS got my room information. Probably somebody from the fucking hotel. They called that.
Which broke out Tuesday night at the Guns N' Roses show at the Riverport Amphitheater. The fracas resulted in at least 60 injuries to police and fans, 16 arrests, and reportedly over $1 million of damage to the brand new amphitheater. It's only the second concert ever to be held there. According to police reports and eyewitness accounts, about an hour into the show, Rose spotted a fan in the front row taking photos of him and got upset. Cameras are not allowed into the amphitheater. Rose reportedly yelled several times for security to stop the fan from taking pictures. When they failed to respond, Rose announced that he would get the guy himself and then jumped into the crowd and allegedly pummeled the fan. Venue security jumped in to pull Rose off the fan. Then Guns N' Roses security jumped in to pull them off Rose. Axl eventually made it back to the stage, announced, "Thanks to your lame-ass security, I'm going home," and left the stage. The rest of the band played on for a few seconds, then left when they realized Axl was gone for good. The house lights stayed down for 10 minutes as the crowd booed, and when the house lights went up, some 2,000 of the 20,000 fans began to rush the stage. Along the way, the fans assaulted security and police officers, destroyed seating, ripped up turf, and then took to the stage, attacking or walking off with Guns N' Roses' gear. Here's what some witnesses at the scene had to say about the riot.
Axl comes out, he's got on a new fur coat or whatever. They start singing. He looks down at the crowd and he's like, take it from me. All of a sudden he goes, if you won't take it, I'll take it from him. Axl jumps into the crowd. Security gets there in a hurry. Axl's throwing blows. He talked to me. He gets up on the stage. Security's all over, and all of a sudden Axl goes, I'm out of here because of piss poor security. He takes off, and the band kind of slowed down like they didn't think it was for real. Then they just took off. We kept waiting for him to come off. We kept waiting for him to come back on stage, and they loaded the bus, and they immediately left.
They stormed the stage, tore down the speakers, the screens are down.
Welcome to the jungle, Axl!
I vandalized some property here,
I pulled out some plants and I threw it against the wall. I was mixed up in the commotion. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I just let my adrenaline take over.
So far, no one's serious. I don't think we're going to have anybody that's admitted to the hospital tonight, but we're repairing a lot of lacerations and doing a lot of x-rays at this point.
As supervisors that were there took firm control over the officers, we were very cognizant of incidents that have happened around the country with police brutality being an issue. We were concerned that that would not happen here, and it did not happen here.
The Maryland Heights Police Department says that Guns N' Roses snuck out of the venue and hightailed it out of town during the melee. However, Guns N' Roses management says that as soon as Axl and the band got off stage, they were told by police and the concert promoter to leave the venue at once, which they did. GNR management adds, quote, "We saw lots of people in the show with bottles, cans, cameras, even knives. One of our roadies was hit on the head with a bottle trying to save Slash's guitars. You ended up with kids all over the stage, destroying drums and grand pianos and lighting rigs. This is a month-old venue with a new staff. We think security was insufficient for this event." Meanwhile, 3 hours after the riot started at 2:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, Axl Rose phoned a St. Louis radio station and in an off-air conversation reportedly said that the band would have liked to have come back to finish its show, but things got out of hand too quickly. Dan Dirkels of the Riverfront Times, who was there to review the concert, told us that he not only saw police use water hoses and tear gas on the rioting fans, but that he witnessed individual acts of police brutality, and that one of his fellow reporters was clubbed with a nightstick after telling police he was with the press. All this, adds Dirkel, because Axl Rose didn't like his picture being taken. With the band's gear trashed or stolen, the July 4th Guns N' Roses show in Chicago was canceled. That's the news for now. We'll be back with more news later, right here on MTV.
Dennis Michael has a background report.
Rock and roll is and has traditionally been the music of youthful rebellion, flaunting civilized behavior in favor of loud musical anarchy. Guns N' Roses epitomize that attitude. Not a band to follow the line of politically correct statements, Guns N' Roses' lyrics have been criticized as being homophobic and racist. In 1987, the cover of Guns N' Roses' first album was scrapped when retailers and buyers objected to the depiction of a woman being raped by bloody robots. At one point, band members confirmed rumors of heroin and alcohol abuse, but while opening for the Rolling Stones on tour, Axl Rose went so far as to announce he was quitting the band because of substance abuse by band members. That ended after the group's drummer was replaced. In January of 1990, two members of the band rocked the American Music Awards with obscenities in an acceptance speech.
When it comes to doing a record or doing a piece of artwork or doing, even the sign on a store, it's your own.
Yeah, if the law is going to say
stuff, nobody can clamp on that stuff.
If the law is going to try to put you
online,
that's their problem.
More recently, lead singer Axl Rose was charged with assault after he allegedly struck his neighbor with a wine bottle in an argument over loud music. Those charges were dropped due to lack of evidence. Guns N' Roses was fined $5,000 last month when the band ignored a curfew in an Indiana arena. The group loudly berated the, quoting here, scared old people of Indiana and compared the state to a Nazi prison camp.
Where do we go?
For its part, the band...
But first, Axl Rose appeared in court in Missouri this week to plead guilty to 4 charges of assault and criminal damage stemming from a concert riot in St. Louis a year ago. His trial date was set for October the 13th. The 30-year-old Guns N' Roses frontman, who was arrested in New York last weekend and released on $100,000 bail, arrived wearing a pink Versace suit. The warrant for his arrest was issued by the St. Louis prosecutor following the riot last July, in which 40 people were injured. MTV News was also present when Rose arrived, handcuffed at the New York court where his bail was set. After the hearing, MTV's Kurt Loder hitched a ride in Axl's limousine and spoke to the singer as he rode back to his Manhattan hotel.
Actually, you all right?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
What happened?
Awesome. The prosecutor reneged on a promise he made. I'm going there on the 15th, and he said this wouldn't happen, and he lied.
You gonna be out soon?
I think so.
Rose had been arrested on an outstanding warrant issued months ago by a prosecutor in St. Louis named McCulloch, who had been trying for nearly a year to get Rose to return to that city to answer to 4 misdemeanor assault charges and 1 misdemeanor property damage charge stemming from a riot at a Guns N' Roses concert in St. Louis last July. After 3.5 hours at the Queens Courthouse, Rose was released on $100,000 bail and an agreement that he would finally fly back to St. Louis this week, as he'd already planned to do. We jumped into a limo with him for an exclusive interview on the way back to his hotel in Manhattan and asked him how he'd been treated in jail.
What do they do when they put you in jail? Did you have a cell by yourself, or were there other people? Did you get to talk to any other inmates or anything?
No, I basically spent my time writing autographs for cops and talking with them about rock and roll. I met all these really cool cops that were telling me all about when they went to Woodstock and everything. It was great. New York cops are the best.
The question in many observers' minds, of course, was why Rose didn't just return to St. Louis to plead his case months ago. According to Rose, it's taken this long to work out an ironclad deal, which, as things stand now, means a sentence of 2 years probation reduced to 1 year.
We've just been waiting till, to get the case somewhat solidified and in writing before we go, because I don't want to go there and get set up. You know, well, you come here, it's going to be like this, and then it's a whole different story, and you end up sitting in St. Louis for a long time.
What does probation mean? You can't come back to St. Louis and do something bad, or you can't do something bad anywhere in the country?
It's like anywhere. It's anywhere, but I'm not really worried about any of that because I really don't spend my time breaking the law, so I'm not really worried about that. It just depends on, you know, if you play someplace where somebody doesn't like rock and roll or Guns N' Roses, they could say I did something. You know, you never know what will happen with that.
And what exactly happened at that St. Louis concert 1 year ago? Did Rose provoke a riot, or was he simply reacting to a collapse in concert security? Here's what he told us.
We have a tape of one guy on stage with a knife, and we lost $1 million worth of equipment in that show, and I don't see anybody else taking any responsibility for anything. I'm saying, yeah, I jumped off stage, and yeah, things went haywire after that. And maybe I could have handled it better or whatever, but no one was really handling anything at that point. So I took it into my own hands with what I could do. And what crossed my mind that time, because I've been pretty much pushed to the limit by their lack of security. But I don't see anybody else in St. Louis really taking any responsibility for anything that happened.